Good morning. I am Coimbatore Tirumular Siddharpeedam Sivayogi Sivarajan speaking. Now I am going to explain how Shiva's drum creates, how it is related to biomagnetism, how the sound created from Shiva's drum causes Sapta Prapancham and creation. So, when the drum is beaten, the Omkar sound will be heard. And the Omkar is the source of all creations. And this shape of bell shape is coming around the earth due to earth's magnetic field. And the NASA scientists have proved by pictures also that a Damaru-like structure, light is formed around the earth due to geomagnetic effects. And the shape resembles the drum of Shiva. Not only that, this rotation of earth also creates Omkar sound. Om is created out of the rotation of the sound. Scientist Ancient has also written in his book that when the planets are moving, rotating, Omkar sound is created. He also says that we are very much indebted to Indians for finding 1080 and this Omkar. The Omkar sound is heard even outside the aerospace, and it is not audible to human ear. Okay, this bell drum shape resembles this magnetic field of a magnet. If you take a bar magnet and draw a picture of this field, and it resembles the movement of drums, this rope movement from this. The rope goes and touches the outside one side and comes and touches this side. So if you draw a picture of the movement of this rope or string around the drum, it resembles the magnetic field of a bar magnet. Moreover, Omkar is the mother of all sound. The Uduku or Shiva's drum creates Omkar sound. From that sound, all the sounds of this earth, Panchabhutas, Tanmatras, Antakarnas, Jnanendriyas came out. This is very well explained in the book called Nandigeswara Kasika. When Shiva beated his drum for 14 times to enlighten this a rishi who wrote the Sanskrit grammar, Panini. Panini, as a student, small boy, entered in the forest and meditated for some time and asked Shiva for the favor of getting Sanskrit knowledge. Shiva made him write the grammar book for Sanskrit. He beated his drum for 14 times, and from the sound emitted from the drum, Panini wrote the Sanskrit book. At the same time, Nandigeswara was standing in front of Shiva. From the 14 sounds created from the drum, he wrote down all the points. He wrote his observations in the book Nandigeswara Kasika, in which from what sound earth came, from what sound water came, from what sound Agni came. Likewise, he is elaborating it. In that only, Lam is a sound of earth, Vam is a sound of water, Ram is a sound of fire, Yam is a sound of Vayu, and Ham is a sound of Akasa. Likewise, he has written not only this, and these sounds are imprinted in the Adharas of man. Imprinted in the Adharas of man. Not only that, he has mentioned from which sound these Antakarnas came, and which sound the Tanmatras came, from which sound the Jnanendriyas came. Likewise, he is enumerating nearly more than 37 sounds, how these sounds congregate and become material. Because sound is aruba energy. Everything, when you dissolve into energy, they become Omkar and merge with space. That merged energy, when it is expressed, condensed, it becomes it takes physical forms. So if you heat a solid, it will melt into liquid. If you heat a liquid, it will evaporate into and go into agas. This become vapor in the air. Again, if you heat this air further, it will dissipate into energy, and the total energy is formed as Omkar in the space. So the Damaru is represented as source of creation in Saiva Siddhanta. The Nataraja image is having one drum in his hand. That represents Brahma, that is creation. From this Omkar, Bindu comes, and Bindu and Nadam creates all 84 lakh Yoni Vedas. So geomagnetism can also create. Magnetic field resembles a drum, and the sound raised by Earth's magnetic field is also Omkar. So this geomagnetic field and Omkar can create. They have the power to create. So the Damaru is the source of creation, can be confirmed by this. Not only this geomagnetism expresses itself in each individual, and it becomes biomagnetism. So now persons are able to map the magnetic field around a man. It from shoulder to hand it is expanding, from head to leg it is expanding, just like the magnetic field of a single magnetic bar magnet. So whatever, when the biomagnetism and geomagnetism unite together, whatever you think will be materialized. Actually, yoga is the process of merging biomagnetism with the geomagnetism. As long as the biomagnetism is not matching with the geomagnetism, one's efforts may not be fulfilled or materialized. When one engages in yoga means merger of the biomagnetic current with the geomagnetic current. His thoughts will be transported to any place in this world as well as any planet. And whatever he thinks will be materialized. Because this biomagnetism and the inner self should match with the geomagnetism and the external world. When it bridges, the pranayama, meditation, and some asanas help you to merge the biomagnetic field of man with the geomagnetic field, then he becomes successful. His thoughts will be materialized. It is called Siddhi. So the merger of biomagnetism and geomagnetism is essential. For this Omkar achieves this. If you achieve this, do Omkar meditation, this will happen. And the mantras in the Saiva Siddhanta, the Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya Namah, Shiva Shiva, they also help you to upgrade the biomagnetic field, expand the biomagnetic field, and merge with the geomagnetism. For this sound of Damaru is helping. That is why in Shiva temples the Damaru as beaten in North India, big Damarus are used for during puja time to create this effect, and this biomagnetic field will expand and merge with the geomagnetic field. So in some of the training, some ashrams, they are using the sound for meditations also. This is the secret of drum in the hands of Shiva. Thank you.